We've all heard the famous Andrew Tate saying you're either lazy, stupid, or arrogant. These are the only 3 reasons anyone's poor. I'll be going into what Tate means in this video, while covering the top wealth strategies that you need to know to get on top. If you like the sound of that, you want to get on top, smash that like button, and let's get right into it. So Tate points out that the problem is not how to make money. The problem is how much time you have, and that's because there's endless business ideas and there's money everywhere. Tate highlights 3 important keys to making money, which we completely agree with. The first is, as he calls it, perspicacity. Most people go through life and do not pay attention. You need to pay attention to every single time you spend money because you cannot make money. You cannot wake up and print money like the Federal Reserve. Money moves between people and businesses. So what you really need to get good at is how to take money from a person, business, or government. The easiest way to learn how to get good at taking money is to pay attention to every time someone takes money from you. So next time you buy a coffee, don't just buy the coffee and drink it and think nothing of it like every other person does. Ask yourself important questions like, why am I buying coffee from this place? Why did I choose this coffee shop and not another? Do they have an offer or promotion? Do I like the view? Is it the atmosphere that I like? Once you start thinking like this, and apply it to your everyday life, you'll pay attention to every time you spend money and understand that money is not made, but it is taken. You'll also realize that the problem isn't that you don't know how to make money. There are business opportunities everywhere you look. The problem is that you don't have enough time. So you need to figure out how to take a business opportunity and be resourceful enough to make it work for you with speed. And one of the ways to do this is to have a strong network, which brings us to Andrew's second key. Having a strong network. When you're starting out, you realize that if you don't have a lot of money in your name, chances are that neither do the people around you. Having expensive cars and an expensive lifestyle might seem like an absolute dream to you, but as you make more and more money, you realize that actually wealth has always been around you. There are always people with expensive cars and clothes. When you're broke, you think the world is broke. When you're rich, you realize the world is rich. There's so much money out there. Once you get to a certain stage, you realize there's money from everywhere. So there's plenty of money in the world. People with no money are just not very good at taking it. So you need to start paying attention first thing. Second thing is network. It's hard to make money if you don't know anybody who has money. If you sit in a room full of cupcake experts and all they talk about is cupcakes, how the cupcakes are made, the different flavors, how to store them, how to move them, how to sell them, even by accident, if you hang around these people long enough, when someone asks you a certain question about cupcakes, you're going to know the answer. You'll know which temperatures are best for baking cupcakes. You'll know how that chocolate cupcake sells better than pistachio cupcakes and so on. You're basically a cupcake expert as of this point. Everybody understands the saying, your network is your net worth. You're the sum of the 5 people you spend the most time with. Everybody understands this, and yet they take no action and surround themselves with the same people that they always have. If your entire reality is full of multimillionaires making money, how are you not going to make money? And this is why the network is so important. It's the same reason behind why wolves hunt in packs. If you're a lone animal, you're the one set of eyes. But if you're a pack, you're watching every single angle, every single side. Perhaps you don't understand or see something from an angle, but your friend does, and they can identify that and let you know, which will help you improve. And if you're all paying attention, then you have the best chance of dominating the game. The third key is to identify the reason why you don't have as much money as you want so far. As Andrew says, there's one of 3 reasons. You are either lazy, stupid, or arrogant. There's only 3 reasons anyone is poor, and you have to identify and choose which one it is. The majority of people are one or more of these things. But what does he mean by this? Let's start with lazy. Unfortunately, a lot of people are lazy, and the harsh reality behind how money works is that you're always competing. So you need to think about making money like players versus players. Everything is a competition. You're competing against hedge funds. Think, how do these hedge funds keep growing? Where are they getting that money from? They're taking the money from people, and they're killing it. The competition is absolutely and utterly fierce, so you cannot be lazy. The bottom line is that a day off here and there, going out here and there, can snowball into negative habits that stop you from building life-changing wealth. So make sure that you're disciplined. The second reason why Tate says you might not have the money that you want is that you're stupid. Now, what he really means by this is ignorance. It doesn't matter if you have a low IQ. In fact, some mega wealthy and successful business people technically have low IQs. So no, that's not what's meant by stupid. Ignorance is the reason why people don't have the money that they want. They don't understand, or perhaps they're unwilling to accept that they live in a matrix-like world where things are designed to keep you poor. Being told constantly that traditional education and career paths are the only way to go, and accepting this can keep your money level trapped. You need to pay attention to the world around you, the rules around you, and figure out that maybe some of those rules are what's constraining. Maybe you can reach your goals by not following traditional paths, by taking risk and starting your own online business, course, or whatever it might be. A lot of people just don't realize how much money is out there to be taken in the things that they have to do to get there, which are actually much easier than you might think. Tate says that the third and perhaps the most common reason why people don't have the money they want is arrogance. People can watch this video. They can have as much information as they could possibly have. They might have a bunch of resources, but they can blow it all by simply being too arrogant to take action. People often have egos that are too large and that get in the way of doing the nitty-gritty hard work to build themselves up from scratch. If someone gives you advice, which is absolutely everywhere nowadays on social media, and you read it and understand it, but just think, oh, well, that's not for me, or I don't want to be a part of that group, or he probably doesn't know what he's talking about, or some other excuse, then you're just being arrogant and refusing to listen to people who have been there, who have done that. And that ego will seriously get in the way of improving and evolving into the type of person you want to become. A lot of people might have a mentality of, well, I want to do it myself, but this is a harmful way of thinking. Listening to people who you want to become like is a key part of actually becoming like them. Not to mention, this is a key part of building your network. So all in all, I know that Andrew Tate is controversial, but he brings up several important strategies and mentalities that are absolutely crucial in building yourself up to becoming the person that you want to be. You need to pay attention to the world around you. Build a strong network and identify why you're not where you want to be right now. And then you simply need to take action. Such as by liking this video, dropping a comment, and subscribing to the channel with notifications turned on so you never miss out on any more important wealth building strategies that can completely transform your life. See you next time.